In exercise 2.16, we're looking at how to simplify fractions. So this is where our factorisation comes in handy. If I factorise the top line here for question 1, I get 5 outside of A plus 2 all over 5. Now it's important to factorise there because I can only cancel out something that's common factor to every single term in that original expression. So that 5 now cancels with that 5 and I'm left with A plus 2 as my final answer. In question 3, it's very similar except for this time I have my expression here on the bottom and just a constant on the top. So that needs to end up on the bottom. So the 8 stays on the top. Just remember in fractions they hold their place. I get a 2 outside 2D. Oops, that is a 2D. Minus 1. Because if I expand that on the bottom, I'll get this expression here back again. Now I can cancel. Dividing by 2 on the bottom leaves me with a 1 there. Dividing by 2 on the top leaves me with a 4. So fully simplified, this is 4 over 2D minus 1. You can't break it down any further than that. There's some slightly trickier ones here that involve a little bit of slightly harder factorising. So I'll leave that y minus 4 on the top. Then on the bottom, y squared minus 8y plus 16. That's actually a perfect square. Remember, I can also use the other method, looking for products that will give me 16, so two numbers that will give me 16 when I multiply, and that will add to give me negative 8. So negative 4 and negative 4 are those two numbers. So that's y minus 4 times y minus 4, which remember is the same as y minus 4 all squared. Now that means I can cancel one of these with that whole thing on the top. Leaves me with a 1 on the top and a y minus 4 on the bottom. It is quicker if you know your special product rules to just be able to factorise that term that's on the bottom right away. For number 6, it looks a little bit trickier than it is. It's a couple more combined rules. So that top one there, you should be able to see we've got a repeated factor of x minus 2. That means I can put the x minus 2 in brackets and then 3 plus y in the second set of brackets. So that's all factorised now on the top. On the bottom, I need to factorise x cubed minus 8. So remembering this rule, we take the cubed root of the first term, we get x. Because it's a negative in the middle here, it's going to be a negative in the middle of this first set of brackets. We take the cubed root of 8, which gives us 2. So we get x minus 2 in the first set of brackets. In the second set of brackets, we square that first term, so we get x squared. Then we add the product of this and this, so we get plus 2x. And then we square that last term, so we get plus 4. Okay, that's the top and the bottom factorised. Now we need to look for some common factors. So I've got a common factor here, x minus 2. X minus 2 will cancel out, and we're left with 3 plus y on the top, and x squared plus 2x plus 4 on the bottom. It's always good to check whether that can be factorised on the bottom there, but in this case it's fully factorised at that point, and that's as far as we can go in our cancelling. So I hope that's very helpful for factorising and cancelling out fractions. Let me know if you need any help with any of the other questions.